All right, guys. So what we want to do next is actually do a check. We want to check that if this div that got clicked, doesn't matter which one, if this div that got clicked that has the class album, right? That has the class album. If this does not have the class selected, we're going to add it. All right. So now what we're going to do is we're going to come here. We're going to delete this. All right. We're going to delete this. We're going to say if this contains class list, right? If this dot class list contains, right, contains selected, and then we're gonna say not equal to true, we're gonna say console log don't have it. Let's save this and then run. Okay, so it's going to check if this, whatever container we clicked on has the class selected, it's supposed to say don't have it. So let's see what happens. Sometimes this thing be acting up. I don't know why. Gotta run it multiple times. Okay, it says don't have it. All right, so that's fine. That's exactly what we wanted, because as you can see, this class doesn't have the class selected. Now let's see if we added that. And we came here and we said on Kanye West, we said selected. Let's save this. Then run it multiple times to make sure, right? When we click there, it doesn't do anything. But if we click here, it says I don't have it. And that's because we don't have the class selected on that div. You see? Because it has selected, it doesn't actually do anything. Okay, so what we're doing here is saying if this class list contains selected and it's not equal to true, then run this, else console log yes, I have it. Okay, save this, run this, okay. Now let's see what it says. Yes, I have it. Don't have it. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna actually add the class selected to the div whenever we click it. But first of all, let's remove it from everywhere else. All right, save that. Let's go back to the JS. Okay, so if this class contains selected and it not equals to true, then add the class to it. So we're gonna say this dot class list dot add, and we're gonna say selected. All right, you're gonna take this, copy it, we're gonna put it down here. We're gonna delete this. We're gonna delete that. Now what we're gonna do here is say remove. So I hope you guys understand what we're doing. So save this. So what it's saying is, if this div doesn't contain the class selected, right? If it doesn't contain that, then add the class selected to that element. Now, if it did say true, if this was true that it does have it, it's gonna go to the next one, which is remove the selected. So let's see what that happens right now. Save this, run that. Okay, click there. When we click it, it removes it. So because it didn't have it, it added it, and because it has it, it removes it when you click it. All right. All right, cool. So we got that. Now, another thing that we want to do now is actually remember this array that we have here. We're going to push that information into that. We're gonna say something like this. We're gonna say album selected, and we're gonna say dot push, and then we're gonna say album title, right? So what we're doing is we're actually adding the title to the album selected, but let's see what it says. Let's run this album selected, and let's put it to the console log. So save this. Now let's run it. Okay, when we come here, click there, that's fine. Click there again, it's fine. Save this, run a couple of times. I don't know why this thing be acting up. All right, so let me see why album selected is not actually going through. Let's see, console log, sorry, we gotta put this inside of here. Run this a couple of times. All right, when we click here, see college dropout. When we click it again, college dropout. When we click it again, college dropout. So it got added 2 times. That's not what we really want. See, it keeps adding it. So what we want to do is we want to remove the duplicates. We want to remove the duplicates from album selected. So we're going to do this. We're going to say albums selected equals to album selected dot filter, right? And then here we're going to say function, and we're going to say item, right? And then here we're going to say return, return, and we're going to do something like this. We're going to say item, right? Item not equal to album title, right? So let's save that. Let's see if that anything happens here with that. Save this and run it one more time, make sure it goes through. So console log, college dropout, click it again, it removed it, right? So it removed it and made album selected into an empty array, right? So what it did was just, it took this one, it saw that it was already there. So since we removed selected, it also removed college dropout from the array. All right, so now we basically got what we wanted. Now we don't have no duplicates, and it should just all be original ones. So it's saying, see the reason, come home with me, college dropout blueprint. All right, and we come here, it will remove just the college dropout. The reason, come home with me, blueprint. See? So let's go over this one more time. And the reason why I'm doing this is because a lot of you guys need this. Y'all need to know exactly what's going on every time that we do a new video. So remember we did a while loop, right? So we looped over every single element here, right? And then that's why we have the albums, the I, and then the onClick. What we did was we created a function. This function that we're running right here is added to every single element on the page, every single div that has the class album, right? And then from there, what we did, we say, hey, if this element has selected, right? If it has selected, it's going to run this. If it doesn't have selected, it's going to add selected to it. And then from there, it's going to push the title to an array that we have out here. Now, from there, we basically move on down to this. We're basically saying, hey, if it does have selected, remove selected from it. As you can see here, remove selected from it, right? And then the array up here that still has the blueprint title, right? We're gonna filter through it. We're gonna say album selected, right? There's the new value for it. So the new value for it is going to say album selected dot filter. So we're filtering through that array, and we basically saying, hey, give me every item that's inside of this array except album title. So it goes through every single item. Let's say we was to have all of them, right? Let's say we have all of them. The moment I click on college dropout, it's gonna say, okay, give me everything except college dropout, because this is the one that we don't want. So when we do that, it removes selected from it, and it also removed it from the array. All right, so it's pretty simple, guys. I know raw JavaScript, vanilla JavaScript, it can get a little confusing for some people, but this is just basically just for you guys to understand what's going on behind the scenes. And 99% of the time, you're not going to be doing this. You're most likely going to be using a framework like jQuery, a framework like Angular, Vue, React. So you won't be having to do all of this work. But this is good because you can actually see what's behind the scenes. Hey guys, it's your boy Joe back at it again. Guys, this video that you just saw is actually part of my course, Future Proof JavaScript. Listen, guys, you're gonna learn JavaScript the right way, the money way, the easy way, the way that you're going to understand it. I know you tried Team Treehouse, I know you tried Udemy, and I'm making it easy for anybody who wants to get better with JavaScript or people who are just starting from scratch, right? So you have the course here, man. Check it out. You will not only go from codingphase.com, but you will go directly from the link that's on my description, which will give you a 50% off automatically. 50% off original price, right? And if you're really, really smart with it, you will actually do the all access pass, right? For $10, right? And that's what I would do, man. For $10, get access to all the courses. You can't go wrong, guys. All right, so I'll see you guys around.